Namaste students, welcome to our EVS class. In this block, in the block 4, we learnt about the creepy crawlies. In this lesson, we learnt that the creepy crawlies are of different colors and they have different number of legs. Some creepy crawlies move in different ways. The second lesson, body parts of insects, we learnt that every insect has three main body parts: head, thorax, abdomen, and antenna, eye, wings and legs. So here in this lesson we learnt how to identify an insect from other creepy crawlies. Among all the creepy crawlies, we learnt to identify insect by its body parts, as the head, thorax and abdomen are divided, they are separate in insects and they have antenna, eyes, wings and legs, right. So in the next lesson we learnt about food of insects. Here we learnt that insects type of food that they eat depends upon the structure of their mouth. As we learnt about butterfly, its food is nectar from flowers. Housefly, it sucks food, right, its mouth is spongy. A mosquito sucks the blood from animals, right, it has a tube like mouth. We also learnt about the wasp, right, it eats different types of food like nectar, fruit, small insects. We also learnt about the grasshopper, it eats grass and leaves and it has teeth like structures, right. Now what do you see on the screen, students? Here we see a twig, a small branch here, and we can see the different stages in the life cycle of a butterfly. We can recognize the butterfly very well because we know it well. Let us learn more in this lesson. We already know that insects grow from eggs. Today we will compare the ways different insects grow from eggs to adults. All of us know that insects grow from eggs, but there are different stages in insects, right, which grow from eggs to adults. So here we have two keywords, children. One is larva. Larva means the stage of an insect after the egg stage. The next stage after the egg, is called as larva. Pupa, stage after the larva stage where the insect is resting and not eating. When the insect is in the pupa stage, it will take rest. It won't do anything. It won't even eat. Larva and pupa. Larva is the next stage after the egg. Pupa is the third stage where the insect will not eat anything, it will just rest. Next. In today's activity, we will learn about the different stages in the life cycle of butterfly as well as a honeybee. What are the different stages, right? So on the screen you see that different stages in the life cycle of a butterfly. What is life cycle, children? Life cycle means the stages in the life of a butterfly. Insects have different life cycles. So they look different in different stages. Once they are born as an egg, once from egg till they become adult, they change, there is a change in their body and they look different in different stages, right. So now you can see in this picture 4 different pictures are there. In the first stage is the egg stage of the butterfly. When it is in, you can see on the leaf we can see small 6 or 7 yellow dots. So here the butterfly is in the first stage, that is the egg stage. Okay. After egg, then the second stage where it is larva. Okay, larva or the caterpillar. Okay, they are not in order, children, you have to be very careful. The different stages in the life cycle of a butterfly here, okay, they are not in a order, you should put them in an order. Okay, what is first, what is second, what is third, what is fourth, you have to put them in an order. Okay, arrange them in the correct sequence. So, number 1 is egg. Then after egg we come to larva. Where is larva here? Okay, this is larva. Okay, first one is egg, second one is larva. When the butterfly is in this stage, okay, it eats a lot. When the butterfly is in the form of a caterpillar, it eats a lot. Okay, why does it eat a lot? We'll discuss it later. Right, after this larva stage, the next stage is pupa. Okay, after larva, pupa. In this stage, the butterfly in the pupa form, it will take rest. It won't do any activity or any work. It will not even eat anything. So, how can it live without eating? Because in the previous stage, when it was larva here, it ate a lot. Okay, the butterfly, when it was in the stage of larva, it ate a lot of leaves and it stored the energy inside its body. Because it stored the energy by eating leaves, in the next stage, that is pupa stage, it will take rest and it won't eat anything. Right? Then, okay, so far we learnt about the three stages of the butterfly. What are these? First one is egg, second one is larva, third one is pupa. And the fourth and the last stage of the butterfly's life cycle is the adult. We all know butterfly in the form of adult. Right, students? This is the correct order. Once again, shall we try the correct order? Okay. The first stage of the butterfly is, right, egg, then larva, then pupa. Butterfly is the fourth stage, right. So, first stage of in the life cycle of a butterfly is egg, second stage is larva, third stage is pupa and fourth stage is a butterfly. Okay. In the form, we can see the first stage which are in the form of eggs. In the second stage, it is the larva stage. It is also known as caterpillar. The butterfly is known as the caterpillar here. So, while it is in this stage, it eats a lot and lot, okay, of food. It takes in a lot of food. Okay, it eats a lot of leaves. Why? Because in the next stage, that is pupa stage, it needs rest. It won't do any work. It won't be eating. So, this is the third stage. Then the last stage is the butterfly, that is the adult stage, right. So, let us move further and learn more. This is another life cycle of another insect. Okay, another insect you can see here. Even this insect also has 4 stages in its life cycle. Okay, in its whole life it changes. It looks so different in every stage, right. So, which insect is this, children? This is a honey bee. Okay, honey bee makes honey for us, right. So, what is the first stage? What is the first stage of the honey bee's life cycle? It is the egg, right. Where is the egg? Show me. First is egg, then larva, then pupa, then the adult, that is adult honey bee, right. So, we will discuss about what are the changes, what does this honeybee do in different stages. Okay. Okay, we all know that the first stage is the egg, right? Then, so the first one is egg. Okay, egg is the first stage in the life cycle of the honeybee. Second, larva, then pupa, then the adult, right? So, then what can we learn from this, right? When it is in the stage of pupa, it remains in the resting state and it does not eat, right? Let's move further and learn more. Look at the pictures showing the different stages in the life cycle of a butterfly arranged in random order. What should be the correct order, children? Okay, they are not in the correct order. You have to arrange them in the correct order. So, what will you write here? Okay, what will you write here? Okay, what is the right order? Let's see. Okay, the first stage in the life cycle of the butterfly is egg. Then it is second stage where the larva eats a lot. Okay, that is larva. Then the third stage is pupa. Then the last stage is adult, right? So, let us try to write this. Okay, first one is egg, then larva, then pupa, then adult, right? Okay, let's move further. Right, just a minute. How is the life cycle of a butterfly similar to that of a honeybee? What is same between the life cycle of a butterfly and honeybee, children? It is very simple. The life cycle of a butterfly has 4 stages as well as the life cycle of a honeybee also has 4 stages. What are these stages called? They are the first stage egg, the second stage larva, the third stage pupa and the adult is the last stage, right? Now, a butterfly and honeybee both have 4 stages in their lives cycles. Okay, a butterfly and a honeybee both have 4 stages in their life cycles. They begin their life from the egg stage. The next stages are larva, pupa and adult stages. The insects look different at different stages of their life. Okay, let us observe this once again. So, this is the right order which you see. Okay, they start from the first stage, that is egg. Okay, then larva, then pupa, then the adult stage. Okay, and you can even observe this honeybee's life cycle here. So, the egg is the first one, second is larva, third is pupa, then fourth is the adult. Okay, let's move further and learn more. How do insects look different at different stages of their life? Just before, in the picture of the life cycles, we learnt that egg looks different from larva. Larva looks different from pupa. Pupa is different from the adult. They look so different in each stages of their life cycle, right? Here we go. Insects look different at different stages of their lives. The insect that comes out of an egg and the adult insect look completely different from each other. Okay, the insect which comes out of the egg and the adult, they totally look different. In the larva stage, insects look like crawlies. Okay, when they are in the larva stage, they look like crawlies. They eat a lot of food. Next, in the pupa stage, they build a protecting layer around themselves and rest inside. When they are in the pupa stage, okay, they rest. Okay, they rest. They won't do anything, and they will build a protecting layer around themselves. Right? Some insects like grasshoppers and cockroaches have 3 stages in their life cycle. Okay, some insects have only 3 stages in their life cycle. What are these? The egg, the nymph, and the adult stages, right? What are these insects which have only 3 stages in their life cycle? These are grasshoppers and cockroaches. And what are the 3 stages called? Egg, nymph and adult stage, right? As you know, a caterpillar eats a lot of food. How does this help the caterpillar? We already discussed, right? So, when the insect is in the larva stage, okay, especially the butterfly, what we learnt about, it eats a lot of leaves. It takes a lot of leaves, okay, lot of food. Why? How does it help the caterpillar? Okay, let us learn. The food helps the caterpillar when it is in the pupa stage. Okay, while it was in the larva stage, because it took a lot of food, when it is in the pupa stage, it won't be moving, it won't do any work, it will be resting. So, the food that is eaten in the larva stage will help the insect to take rest in the pupa stage, right? Okay, we'll read it once again. The food helps the caterpillar when it is in the pupa stage. In the pupa stage, it rests and doesn't eat. It uses the stored energy to bring about the changes in its body. Okay, the energy whatever it stored from that food, okay, it will use it to make changes in its body. Now, all of you open your workbook, children. All of you take out your workbook. Right, this is 4.4. Open your workbook to 4.4. Right, put today's date. Right. So, this is insects are different. Okay, the first question, use words from the box to label each stage in the life cycle of a butterfly. Okay, the words are given in the help box. You have to write, okay, you have to label each one, okay, write the correct stage in A, B, C, D. What is the first stage? What is the second one? What is the C1 and what is the D1? A, B, C, D, okay, in the right order. So, A is, in the box of A you can write EGG, egg. In the B you can write it is larva, LARVA, larva. Then C you can write pupa, PUPA. In the D box you can write as adult, ADULT, adult. Right, students? Let's move to the next question. Look at the life cycle of a grasshopper. Okay, this is a grasshopper and look at its life cycle. Write 2 differences between the life cycles of a butterfly and a grasshopper. Okay, what is the difference between the, just have a look at the life cycle of a butterfly. How many stages are there in its life cycle? 4 stages are there. Okay, egg, larva, pupa and adult. Now, look at the stages in the life of a grasshopper. How many stages are there? Only 3 stages are there, eggs, nymphs and adult. So, what is the first thing, first difference which you will write? You will write that a butterfly has 4 stages, okay, 4 stages in its life cycle and a grasshopper has only 3 stages in its life cycle. Then what will you write the next difference? Okay. So, from eggs you can write that in grasshopper after the eggs the next stage is nymph, while in the butterfly column you can write after the eggs the next stage is larva. Okay, 2 differences you can write. Now, the third question, write one feature of larva stage of a butterfly. Okay. They are asking you, what do you know about the larva stage of a butterfly? What does the larva do? Okay. So, you can write that in this stage the insect looks very different from the adults and eats a lot of food. 2 points we can write about this, children. That is, the insect looks very different and it eats a lot of food, right. Now, let us move to the practice questions. Okay, all of you open your content book, open content book to the practice questions beta. 4.4, block 4.4, right? Okay. Practice questions. First question, tick the stages in the life cycle of a butterfly. Okay. After learning so much about the life cycle of a butterfly, we learned that the butterfly has 4 stages in its life cycle, that is egg, larva, pupa and adult. Now what should you do, children? You have to tick the stages in the life cycle of a butterfly. Okay. Here how many words are given? 5 words are given, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, and you have to tick only 4 in the right order. Okay, which are the stages in the life cycle of a butterfly. Okay, tick the egg first, A1, egg, larva, next one larva B, then pupa C, then the last one adult. Okay, and nymph you should not tick because it is not in the life cycle of the butterfly. Nymph, we see this in the life cycle of a cockroach. Okay. So, what are the 4 answers that you are going to tick? A, egg, B, larva, C, pupa and E, adult. Okay, children, it is very easy. Now, come to the second question. Draw the life cycle of a butterfly. Okay, in your EVS classwork, you open your notebook, then open the content book, you have a nice colorful picture of the life cycle of a butterfly. Look at it and draw it very neatly, children. You can use 2 pages of your notebook together. Write the heading in the capital letters like the life cycle of a butterfly. Okay, color it, label it and you can write 2 sentences about it. Okay, see they asked you B1, describe each stage. Not only 2 sentences, actually you have to write 4 sentences. Okay. So, what is that you are going to write? You should write that the first stage of a butterfly is egg. Then the second stage is larva or also known as caterpillar. In this stage, it looks very different from the adult and it eats a lot of food. Then the third stage is pupa. In this stage, it takes rest and it will not eat anything, right? In the last stage, it is adult and it is the final, right? Now, third question, write one difference between larva and adult stages in honeybees. Okay. So, what is the difference? What are you going to write? What will you write? First one, what is the difference between larva and adult stages in honeybees? In the stage when it is in larva stage, it is totally covered with a protection layer, whereas in honeybee it is grown up and it flies. Okay. An adult honeybee can fly, a adult honeybee can fly, a larva cannot. Right, students? And we have done this lesson. We learnt about the life cycles of a butterfly, life cycle of a honeybee. We studied about what the insect does in different stages of its life cycle. We answered the workbook questions. We also answered the practice questions from the content book. So, that's all for today. And with this, we have completed the block 4. Thank you. Have a good day.